NLP, okay, which stands for natural language process, and its understanding is called as, if you want to understand this, it is called as natural language understanding. Okay, so NLP teaches machine to understand human language. If you want a machine to understand what the same way which humans speak, so we use NLP over here. Okay, so firstly, models are trained by machine learning, and then we use AI tools over here. So, for example, the Chat GPT was first trained on all the data. Then we use this AI tool for our usage over there. Okay. So let's take an example of NLP. So it is a vast topic, guys. Over here, let's say we have an e-commerce company over here. Let's take the example of Amazon. Okay, so Amazon is a e-commerce company, and multiple vendors come on this website and they sell their product over there. So if Amazon want to identify which product is getting a higher rating, what is the review of this product, so they use NLP behind the scene over there. Okay, so they understand the sentiments over there for their whatever the purpose they want to, for their case they might be using it for their review over here, or if they want to give some kind of rating, so they can use it over there. Okay, so this is the example of e-commerce to review, or to get the review, to get the feedback, to get the comments over there. Okay, so if they want to analyze this, so they use NLP. Okay, then there is a concept in NLP called as sentiment analysis. Okay, so if you want to analyze the sentiments, like if the sentence is positive, if the comment, let's say not the sentence, let's say the comment is positive, the comment is negative, or the comment is neutral. So this, if you want to analyze, then this analysis is known as sentiment analysis, and this is a part of NLP itself. Okay, so provided the review of this unstructured data, let's say somebody has given a review on the web on our website, let's say on AWS or on a product. So we train a model to understand the human language or the natural language, okay, with the help of machine learning, and it will tell whether the customer liked our product or not, or the review are positive or negative, neutral or something, or positive, negative, or neutral. Okay, so on the scale of +1 to -1, okay, so we'll give a rating over there. Let's say we'll give a rating from +1. If the statement is absolutely positive, like he has given a good review, so we'll give a scale from 0 to 1 over there. Okay, and let's say if it is a neutral statement, so we'll give a scale from to 0 over there. Okay, and if the statement or the review is negative, so we'll give it towards the negative side of the one, which is -1. Okay, so this is called as polarity, guys. Okay, so polarity means, like, if the statement is positive, we'll give to the on the scale of 0 to 1. If the statement is negative, we'll give on the scale of 0 to -1, and if the statement is neutral, we'll give in the scale of 0. Okay, so in Python there are many libraries present in the NLP. The examples, the name of the libraries are NLTK, TextBlob, Vanda. Okay, but we'll be using TextBlob in our use case for the sentiment analysis. So if you want to download this library in your system, then the command is pip install TextBlob. You just have to open your command prompt, and if you are using this or downloading this library for the first time, you just have to run this pip install TextBlob. So this will install the this TextBlob library in your base system over there. Okay, so sentiment is provided with two terms. Okay, the first is polarity and the subjectivity. So in this sentiment analysis in the NLP, these two terms are very important, guys, over there. Okay, I'll repeat this polarity once again, and I'll explain this subjectivity. If you understand this polarity and subjectivity, this sentiment analysis topic will be super easy for you. Okay, so polarity is used to identify how much the sentence is positive or negative on the scale of -1 to 1. Okay, and subjectivity is called subjectivity, we scale from 0 to 1 only, where the 0 represent that the sentence is 100% subjective. Subjective means the sentence is actually a fact or something. Okay, if the subject is fact, if the statement is fact, then it is 100% subjective. Okay, the 100% fact, like the sun rises from the east. So in this sentence, we can say that the subjective score might be higher. Okay, 2-1 over here. Okay, on the scale of 0 to 1, it will be higher over there because it is a factful statement. So and it would, if the sentence is like zero represent the sentence is 100% subjective, and one represent the sentence is 100% objective. So if the subject is if the fact if sorry the if the sub if a statement is 100% subjective, it will be close to zero, and if it is 100% objective, it will be close to one. Okay, so any factful information, any factful statement is known as subjective. The same example, I'll repeat, which is like Earth evolves around the sun. Okay, so every day sun rises. So in any conclusion or personal opinion, we say it is a objective statement. For example, if there is a fact, then it is a factful information, or anything we give, it is close to subjective, or any kind of personal opinion. Okay, for example, let's say the sun is very bright, the sun is very bright, or sun is very beautiful. I feel the sun is very colorful, or something like this over there in the statement. So it is my personal opinion or my personal conclusion over here. So, okay, so these are the objective statements. So in the subjectives, there are two parts, which is like one will be the factful statement, and the another will be the opinion conclusion over there. Okay, so then once we have installed this library, then I'll show you this. Okay, guys, I hope my screen is visible. Can please someone comment in the chat box? Okay, Divyansh, I'll explain slowly. Is there something you did not understood? I'll repeat it again for you. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Sachin. I got it. My screen is visible. So I am sharing the code over there, which you. It's okay, Divyansh. It's same to you. Is there anything, guys? If you want me to repeat, I'll repeat it for you. If I was too fast, I'll repeat it for you. Okay, I'll repeat this again. Okay, so there are multiple libraries in this Python available, guys, for this NLP. So some of the example is NLTK. Some of the example, like the name of the library is TextBlock, NLTK, Vendor. Okay, but we are using TextBlock for our use case for the sentiment analysis. Okay, so the command to install this is pip install TextBlock. So you just have to open your command prompt, and just you have to type pip install TextBlock. It will automatically download the library. Okay, and then if you'll install the Jupyter notebook or the Anaconda setup, if you have done. So in the Jupyter notebook, if you'll run the Jupyter notebook, if you have set the environmental variables and everything, so whenever you'll run the Jupyter notebook command on your terminal, it will open a Jupyter notebook for you. Okay, the Jupyter IDE. So once you'll open this, so we'll be able to import this library over there. Okay, so polarity I'll explain again, as I was too fast. As per your okay, Divansh, I'll explain you what is NLP. Okay, I'll explain you again for 1 second. Okay, well, first I'll explain this polarity and subjectivity. Then I'll explain you the NLP part over there. Okay, NLP means like natural language processing. If you want to understand or if you want to teach a machine, अगर आपको machine को कुछ सिखाना है, a human language, then we use NLP. The simple terms I've told you in a single statement. Okay, so I'll explain you the polarity part. Polarity means like polarity is used to identify how much the sentence is positive or negative. So there is a scale. You will see over here from -1, the simple way which we write which we used to write over there. 1 second, please. Okay. So from -1 to 1, this is the scale. So if the simple -1 is written over here, so from -1, 0, and then 1 in the number scale we have. Okay, so if the polarity score is more towards the 1, then we'll say our statement is positive. If the polarity score is of the polarity is more towards the negative side of the 1, which is -1, then we'll say our statement is negative. Okay, and if it's 0, which means it's more towards 0, which is 0.1 or -0.1, -0.9, then we'll say it's our statement is more towards the neutral part. Okay, the simplest way I've told you. And similarly, the subjectivity is scale from 0 to 1. Okay, where polarity is measured from -1, from +1 to -1. Subjectivity is measured from 0 to 1. where the zero side represent the sentence is 100% subjective. What is subjective? I'll tell you again. I'll explain you again. And with the one side represent the subject is 100% objective. Okay. So what is subjective? Any factful information. Okay. I repeat, any factful information is known as subjective. Okay. Let's say the fact is the earth is round. Okay. So it will be more towards the subjective side, which is the zero side, which will be more towards the zero. Okay. So any factual information is the subjective, and any personal opinion, your personal conclusion, or any other thing, like you want to give any personal thing, comment over there. So personal comment or a personal conclusion, if you want to conclude something over there. So this is known as objective statement. Okay. So which means towards the one side over there. Okay. On the scale of 0 to 1, it will be more towards the one side, which is 0 0.9, 0 0.98, or whatever closest to 1. Okay. So this is the two important part of the sentiment analysis, which is subjective and polarity. So I've explained you though. So let's move forward further. Then we have installed this text block library over there. Then from this text block, we have imported this text block model over there. This is a pre-created model for the sentiment analysis. You can understand this, like it's a pre-created model. Okay. So then we have given a statement over here. I've done the same for you. So in this statement, like text one, I hate this word. This is the same statement we have written over here. Okay. We have passed one a comment over here, we can say, on Amazon website. Okay. And then in this sentiment and in this statement, I have trained this model. Okay. I have told this and created this, that my model is this, and I want this statement to be analyzed. Okay. So once we have trained our model over there, it's a pre-trained model. We have passed this value over there to passed our statement to this model. So we can see the sentiment of this. So the polarity is more towards 0.8. Okay. So polarity, which means minus, which is in the negative side, which means it is towards the more negative statement, because the word was written hate over here. Okay. So as you can see, this hate word was written. So it's more towards the negative side. Okay. So we can say this comment will come in the negative section of our NLP model, whatever we have setting on our comments or on our website. Okay. And the subjectivity is towards 0.9, which means that this is towards the opinion part. Okay. It is closest to 1. So we can say this is our opinion. It is my opinion that I hate this food. Someone of my friend might love this food, but I'll hate this food. So it is my opinion. That is the reason the subjectivity is towards 1. Okay. Similarly, for the statement 2, we'll see that text 2 over here. So I've given a factful information where Earth evolved around the sun. Okay. So it is a kind of fact over there. It is not the opinion part. So I've trained the model. I've told the statement that I've given some variable over here and model that this is the argument I want to pass, or this is the code I want to analyze. So in this, if we'll do the sentiment over there, then the polarity, you can see this, that it's towards more towards the 0 or the 1 part. Okay. It's not as such negative. Okay. And the subjectivity is towards the 0.4, which means it is towards the factful part over there. Okay. So I think this was a revision of the first class, guys. Yeah. This is what we have seen in the first session. If you have any doubt in the session number 1, you guys can ask me in the chat box. Then we'll proceed towards the session number 2, which we have covered. Manya, which part do you want me to scroll if you can? Yeah, I'll show you. If you want directly, if my Jupyter notebook is visible, guys, you can directly see from here. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Divyansh, it's already in the summary part over there. If you can see, it's already in the summary. Amarjit, I am nice. How are you? मान्या, दिस सेंटिमेंट डॉट सेंटिमेंट विल वी आर एनालाइजिंग इन दिस स्टेटमेंट कि इसका सेंटिमेंट क्या है. ओके, सो एनएलपी में एक कॉन्सेप्ट है विच इज नोन एज सेंटिमेंट एनालिसिस. ओके, we are analyzing the statement ki how much positive or how much negative or how much neutral this statement is. Amarjit, this library is used for processing any textual data over there. Okay. Yes, Manya, we will share this with you. Manya, I've told you the sentiment function, whatever it is doing. So it will analyzing with this. Is there anything or we are good to go, guys? Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. So in the session two, guys, we have seen that what is machine interaction? Okay. So NLP involves using a machine to interact with a human through a language. Okay. It enables computer to understand and generate human language. So if I'll speak in Hindi, which means that एक कंप्यूटर और एक मशीन को हम ह्यूमन की तरह लिखना, पढ़ना, समझना सिखा रहे हैं. सिंपल एज दैट. Okay, so natural language understanding, which I think Priyansh was also asking, so I'll address it over here, Priyansh. Okay, so natural language understanding means it is a vital component of NLP, which is focusing on deciphering or like encoding the meaning of the word. जैसे अगर किसी एक सेंटेंस को हमें उसको डिकोड करना है, उसमें अंदर समझना है वो सेंटेंस में क्या है, वो पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस है, वो नेगेटिव सेंटेंस है, वो न्यूट्रल सेंटेंस है, सो विच दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज नेचुरल लैंग्वेज अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ओके. it this NLU also helps computer to understand human language better. Similarly, like अगर वो text को अगर तोड़ के decode करके decipher करके अगर समझ रहा है वो text कैसे है, तो even computer will be able to helpful की it will be helpful for computer also to understand the language. Okay, so natural language processing and natural language understanding is a part of AI only. Okay, what is sentiment analysis? It is a natural language process. It is a natural language processing technique which is used to understand or determine whether the data is positive, whether the comment is positive, whether the review is positive. Okay, we can say that in so all this comment data and everything I've told in the data form. So is positive, negative, or neutral. Sentiment analysis often perform on textual data to help business monitor brand and product sentiments in our customer feedback and understand customer feedbacks over there. Okay, so whatever the comment in the Twitter also, if you write the comment over there, so all the data, entire data coming on the Twitter, if you want to understand on a similar post that the data that the comment we are getting is the hateful content or the positive content or the impactful content, so all the tweet, all the data, all the customer review will take the data from there, will do that with the help of NLP, with the help of NLU, will understand, will train our model. We will help our machine learning model to understand that uh, uh, what is the kind of review we are getting. So this will help us to understand our business better. This will help us to understand our. This will help us to grow our business better. Okay, so that's what NLP helps us in, and the sentiment analysis helps us in. Okay, then we have downloaded one data set from this GitHub URL. Okay, so Amazon Alexa review, we have downloaded this data set over there. This is what our data set look like. Love by Co. This is the data set of or the data set or the review set of Alexa, or which is the Amazon product. Okay, so something love my or something. This is the, you can see this data over there present. Okay, so this is all the text data present. Okay, then with the help of pandas library, or with the help of pandas library, we have imported this TSV, which is table separated values. Okay, so just tell me, let me give you a small let me give a small comment on what is pandas. Okay, so pandas is used for getting or reading the CSV. This is a simple example of pandas, you can say. Okay, multiple use of pandas. So but in our case we are using pandas to for data handling. Okay, so file format over here was table separated, if you can see TSV. Okay, TSV means table separated values or table separated value file, where the data is separated by tabs. Okay, and are commonly used in data analysis. These table separated values we use in most commonly in data analysis way. If you have already used pandas, so you can see that the extension of the file or any machine learning file was .csv, but in data analysis this it might be for TSV also. But if it is TSV, we have to tell our pandas that the limiter or the separator is \t, which means the tab. Okay, so the separator is \t in our case, which is tab. So if we'll do this, then you can see this data set. Oh, here, yeah, that's all present. Okay, so this is the same data set which I have used, and the limiter I have taken as \t, which means tab. Okay, so I have shared set it into some variable, if you can see. Yeah, so this is the same data set. Okay, so this our data set contains this rating column, date column, variation column, verified review, and the feedback. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 columns, and we have around 3,150 rows and 5 columns, you can see. Okay, I'll store it into a variable. Okay, and the shape dot shape function will help us to understand the shape, that how many number of rows and how many number of columns we have. So in our case, we have 3,150 rows and 5 columns. Okay. So pandas, we use this library to read and manipulate the data. Okay. So dataset.shape is a function present in the pandas, or it will help us to understand the dimension of the data set. I've told you that how much, what is the shape, how many number of rows, how many number of columns are present. So first record will be of number of rows and second will be of columns. Okay, as you can see, this 315 was record and 5 was column. Okay, so then dataset dot columns we have, which will retrieve all the name of columns present in our dataset. So if we'll do dataset dot columns, it will tell us how many columns we have. So if you can see this rating, date, variation, verified reviews, and feedback was the name of the columns. This will retrieve all the columns we have in our dataset. Okay. Then dataset dot describe, dataset it will provide a statistical or numerical data. Okay, but it will work for object only over here with this dataset dot describe. So it will tell us more detail about how many number of counts, what is the mean, what is the standard, what is the minimum, how many 25%, how many 50% review, how many 75%, what is the maximum part. Okay, and the feedback also it will give. This will work only on numeric data. It will not work on the string or anything. Okay. Then moving forward, we can see so if we want to describe the object or the object of the data type, we can then include it with over here. Okay, I'll show you. With the describe function, we can one more thing, like value count is also being variation. So in this column, variation is one column over here. So if you want to do dataset dot variation, if you want to in this column, I want to see what how many value counts are present. So black dots are around 516 number of times. Charcoal fibers was 430. Okay, so all these are all the count values of this. Okay, this is a text and it will count us in it will give into an integer. Okay. This is include and exclude everything. We can in the describe function, if you want to include only objects, so we can include this also over there. Okay, so this is the just a combination and skills of Python over there. So moving forward, value count also we have seen. Then pandas apply function we'll see over here. Okay, this function allows us to apply custom function to the entire data set or a specific column. Okay, so if I want to if I want to apply any custom function, like length is a custom function, so dot apply will help us to apply this length function in this over here in this column. Okay, I just want to apply in this dataset. Dataset was the name of my dataset which I've given for this Amazon Alexa review one, and in this column I want to apply this length function. So with the help of I want to apply something some function over here. So with the help of apply, we can apply it over there. Okay, so length it has given us over there. Okay, so pandas apply function I've seen. Then the same guys which we have told you that we have included this. We have taken this imported this text block function from text block. We have imported text block model, and then the sentence we have given as my love my ego. This was the sentence, and then we have analyzed this, so we can see this sentence was more towards the 0 point, and the polarity of this sentence was 0.65, which means the sentence was positive part because the love word is included over here. Okay, as you can see, this love word is included over here. This love word is included, so our polarity came more towards the positive side of the one. Okay, and it was somewhat a kind of opinion, so you can say it's more towards the one part of this subjectivity or okay, so it shows some emotions also over there in the sentence like love and something, so that is the reason the subjectivity is towards 0.6. Okay, then the same text block Python library for sentiment analysis we have installed this. Then the sentiment metrics will see this sentiment metrics, which is like polarity and subjectivity. The range from -1 to +1 indicate the sentiment of the text, which is called as polarity. And the subjectivity is like range from 0 to 1 only. It also has the range from 0 to 1. Polarity has range from -1 to +1. While subjectivity has range from 0 to 1. Okay, it reflects the subjectivity of the text, which means 0 means like it's more towards the fact part. 1 means it is more towards the opinion part, personal opinion. Okay, so that's it, guys, for the first two sessions. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the chat box. Amarjit, you can say it is a separator also. Okay, that this file is being separated or by a tab over there. In simple terms, if I'll tell you. TSV means like, guys, it is a table separated values. Okay, if you want, I'll show you this. There are different types of separators like CSV file, which is comma separated values. P, yeah, this is the data set. Sorry. Okay, so it's tab separated. It is separated by tab. If you can see this, that most of the part is separated with tab. Stream, you want this drive link? I have everything for you. I'm just sharing in a minute. It's already in your group description, but if in case not, you can get the Google Drive link of all the live screenshot from here. Okay, so tab separated means like this data is being separated by tab. Okay, you can see this tab present over here. All the data is separated by tab. It is not separated by comma or something. See, if the comma is present over here in this statement, but it is not separated. Okay, it is separated with the help of tab only. So this arrow, you can see this is this represent that it is separated by tab. Any other thing, guys, if you have, you can ask me. We'll be doing the revision till here only, guys, for the first two sessions. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat box. The latter part of the revision, like the remaining 3 and 4 session number 3 and 4, we'll be doing in the upcoming days. Divya, I'll give you a call. Just give me a call if you are missing. Prem, you can say that subjectivity means like if the statement or the comment or the review is fact or the emotion. That's what I was explaining. Subjectivity means like it we scale it from 0 to 1. Okay, if you want, I'll explain you in the subjectivity को हम एक से लेके जीरो से लेके एक तक हम मेजर करते हैं, जीरो से वन. ओके. एंड विच पेयर जीरो मीन्स कि कोई फैक्ट है या कोई ट्रुथ है या कोई सच बात है, इसको आप वट एवर यू से इन हिंदी. सो फैक्ट इज मोर टूवर्ड्स द जीरो पार्ट एंड वन we go more towards the opinion part. Okay. Sachin, you can say that this is a simple format. Okay. Instead of comma CSV, we in if you do a comparison between CSV and TSV, so in CSV the value is separated with comma. In TSV the value is separated by tab. That's it. So just a separator is changed. Okay. So if in the CSV pandas.read CSV function we use the delimiter over there as backslash t, which means tab. Hina, you want the link of dataset download? Okay, I'll give you. Okay, so I'm sharing for everyone. If you don't have the link, download the dataset. You can download it. What you are not able to download? No, Abhishek. It will be uploaded on your learning portal only. If you have the access, if you have registered for this NLP training, then you will be getting the access on our learning portal, which is learning.hash13.com. You can go and read it from there. It's okay, Divyansh. I have no words for this. I'll give you a call after this. Hina, I've already shared you the link of the dataset. You just have to go over here on this GitHub URL and just you have to download it from here. Just have to download the raw file. It is just a score, Amit. It is just a score over there. So it is a range over there. Whatever the range is coming towards the positive part or the negative part or the neutral part. Zero means neutral. So in this range, the statement is mentioned over there. If you'll see in my first example, which I've showed you, in the first example which I've showed you over here. Okay, so in this, the polarity is towards the negative side because the word hate is present over here. Okay, if we can see this hate word is present. That is the reason the polarity is towards the negative side of the one, which is towards minus 0.8. Okay. Similarly, if you can see this another statement, the polarity is towards not towards the more towards this over there. Okay. Paresh, maybe you can find into the documentation of text block library. Paresh, I would instead of directly saying to this, I would recommend that you go and search if there is any other model present for the sentiment analysis. Okay, which gives more accuracy than text block. So surely you can go and do you can go and research this over there. Okay, just I would recommend just go and research. It will help you understand more better and it will give you extra benefit in your learning. Absolutely, yes, Diane. I'm nice, Dinesh. If you have any doubt, you guys can ask me in the chat box. So we'll be having a revision till here only, guys, today of session number one and session number two. The later remaining session three and four will be doing it on the upcoming days. I'll update you the timing. So if you have any doubt in any of the sessions, so you can ask me over here.